last week at the Wazoo show. I don't know if I told you this part. So I did that show at the Wazoo Student Center, and so they're like, it's college kids, right? They look fucking 12. They look so young, dude.
Dude, yeah.
It feels like I know this is just old people shit talking, but like, I feel like we were like more. Have you seen like a picture of like a 19-year-old in the fucking 1800s? They look like they're 45 comparatively. And these kids seriously look like they're 12 years old. Like you see like the people who got drafted into the army or whatever, and like those old like black and white photos, you're like, that guy looks like 25 at least. He's like, there's my like 17-year-old brother when he first went in.
So I have a theory about this.
Okay, talk about it.
Okay. So I think because when I was that age, I remember being like, I'm grown. I'm so grown.
Yeah.
Right? And then you grow up and you look pictures at those and you're like, God, we're not grown. So my theory is like just when you're younger, you don't have a full comprehension of what grown looks like. Because I went through the same thing. I went through a community college, and I was like, dude, I feel like I am towering these little kids.
Yeah.
They all look like little kids to me.
Yeah, exactly. They look 12. They do not look like,
Like you shouldn't be allowed to drive, my boy.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's 100% really what it is. That's the real answer to it. But there are some like I do think in the old times people did age quicker. I do think there's something to that. I don't know what that's all.
Well, yeah,
like,
you're
I'm talking
bucking
like
hay on
old.
your own.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're doing shit on your own.
I already had a full-time job for 6 years by the time I was 18. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, these kids are playing video games all day.
These kids nowadays,
You know, nothing wrong with that.
Sure, I get it.
Go get your money, pimp.
I don't
Baller.
think that's how that works. Get your money playing video games
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Yeah, dude.
There's 4 people who make money.
Up, dude. I fucked up so hard.
No, you didn't.
If I would have known I could have made money playing video games my entire life, you think I would have done anything else?
Do I think
I'd be so content right now making just racking in dough, millions.
Yeah. I think the idea that because you like to do something, you'd be elite at it is a very common thing that we do as people. We're like, if I just would have worked hard, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I don't necessarily think you would have been one of the best video game players. I don't know if you're going to make
Probably
money
not. Here's the other thing. I used to think I'd be a pro skateboarder.
Yeah.
And my aunt was like, you'll never be a pro skateboarder.
Well.
But you know what? She was right, and I hate her for that.
Yeah.
Because I think she planted that in my head, that you can't do it.
Well, what's the upside of saying that to somebody? Just killing their dreams and then being right? What's the downside of saying like, yeah, absolutely, you're gonna be a pro skateboarder, Colton? What? Then you're wrong, and then what? Are you gonna come back to her later and be like, you said I was gonna be a pro skateboarder?
No, I'll be like, thanks for believing in me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
there's no downside.
No, you're not.
Which is
be
why
able to
you
do
should.
That.
That's why every time we do a special, we should always just be nothing but nice. There it is, right there. Boom. Always be nice. Never say anything bad.
No, these fuckers are thinking they're making it pro.
These fuckers.
Fucking thinking they're making
They've already
it pro.
made it pro.
We're gonna shit on
funny.
you. Yeah.
So shit on shit that's shit.
We're gonna shit on shit that's shit.
Yeah, dude. And the other thing about those students too, and I realized this kind of as we went. So it was like a free event at the college, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the kids that were there, they were young. They weren't upperclassmen. Upperclassmen are like house parties or the bar or like doing something fun. These were all like 18, 19-year-old dorm kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they were the younger version of college kids, right?
Right.
So that was part of the reason they looked so, small and
what a prime spot to be though. You just get stoned and then just go into a comedy show for free. No, this is so fun. What a good time.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are about smoking on campus.
The rules for smoking are, if you can get away with it, you're Gucci.
Well, I mean, right. That's not a rule. That's just if you can get away. That's the rule for murder. If you get away with it, you're Gucci.
Yeah, it's a good rule. Yeah.
It's just life.
You're right.
No, but
it is also super easy to get away with now.
Yeah,
smoking weed is super easy.
I didn't smell any weed when I was on campus, which I was actually kind of. I mean, I didn't think about it. Now
that's how you know colleges are in decline.
Dude, I mean, I was reading. Did you read that? There's like an old, or not old. There's like a study that just came out that like college age drinking is at an all-time low. It's like 54% of kids
Yeah.
in college drink.
Checks out. Kids suck
That's
now, dude.
insanely low.
Kids suck now.
And probably really good.
Yeah.
Kids
okay.
fucking suck.
Kids suck now. It's
What do you mean, dude? You got to keep your thumb. You got to keep on the straight and narrow when you're trying to get that video game scholarship.
oh man, I need to be a little bit loose for my video
Yeah,
see,
see, that's why. That's
be a
that
little
whole.
loose.
You're the pitcher who pitched the first 7 innings drunk. You're David Wells right now. You're like, actually, I pitch better. I try better when I'm
My
fucked up.
aim is a little bit better if I'm not so tight.
Because there's 4 different things.
Well, all these kids are on Adderall now too, probably. Just putting that on.
Love it. Just throw some facts out there. Doesn't have to be real.
All
Doesn't
these
have to sound real.
All these kids are on Adderall.
All these
Facts.
fucking kids on Adderall. Facts.
You know what I was thinking too? I was thinking about this. So like luxury, right? Like real class and luxury,
Right.
right? Like this is upper echelon of society.
Class and luxury.
Right. Now, these people that are fucking streamers or whatever, they do nothings, you know.
I like how you like shit on them and also envy them at the same time.
I'm not envious. I'm jealous. Difference.
That's
No.
okay.
Envious is wishing somebody didn't have something and you did. Jealous is just wishing you had that thing.
Okay. All right.
That's fine. You want to get analytical with me? I got some analytics, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, dialed in.
I'm not sure
Dial in.
that's exactly accurate, but I don't care. It's
Google
close
it.
enough.
It's right.
It's close enough.
So
Pigeonholed?
okay, I was wrong on that one. I was wrong on that one. Not envious is all I'm saying. I'm not.
Got it.
I don't wish that these people didn't have it.
No, jealous. I'm Jamis. Because like some people like
Go ahead.
Concord grape jelly, but I actually like strawberry jam. So I'm Jamis, not jealous.
Okay.
That's it.
Tracks.
Just saying something dumb.
Okay. That's rude.
That was rude.
But what I was saying is like, so this whole upper echelon, and then you got all these fucking do nothing children that are coming up and they're making all this money. And now they get to live, they get to be with these people that are pure class. It's like, how shitty does that have to be for the classy people? Like these kids can't even write their name in cursive and they're fucking with us, you know?
What are you saying? Because they're uneducated, they're not classy, or what is that what you're saying? What are you saying?
Yeah, essentially, I'm saying class used to be like this upper echelon thing, right? Like classy has like this whole like way of life kind of around it, right? Like the fucking soup bowl spoon goes on the left
like
or wherever.
Great Gatsby style, like
Yeah. Used to be
there's
class.
a gravitas to being in the high upper class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
now you're getting these people coming up that don't know how to write in cursive, and
that's what class is, or that's your
now they
example
can
of
be in the
class?
same echelon of people.
You sound like the guy who
Not asking what I
told
sound
the
like.
told the transportation admission guy, like, dude, people are not dressed right to go on planes. That's what you sound like right now.
Yeah,
Like, you're like, why isn't everybody wearing a suit and tie to go on a
That
plane
is-
to Charlotte?
that is kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, that's good.
You're right. I'm just saying it has to be shitty for the real classy people to be like, oh God, now these fucking kids are in here. You know, gotta be tough to be classy now because you gotta deal
all
with
right.
degenerates.
It's an
You used to not have
interesting-
to deal with the degenerates like that.
Okay.
It's a nice thing about capitalism.
Jesus. Connecting dots. They don't have to be there to connect them. Just fucking, just start drawing.
They don't
Eventually you'll get there.
To be there, you're so right. I'll drop my way. I'll figure it out.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay, cool. Well, I thought it was a good
all right.
thought, dude.
No, that's
That was
good.
Something.
Oh, also on the way there, I'm going to change the gears because I'm going to.
Nice, dude. I love a change gear.
To that gig. So the gig is on campus. There's a lot of walk non-motorized vehicle walkways there.
Yeah.
And I totally drove down one and got kind of lost in a place where there were only pedestrian walkways that I'm just driving on. And I'm like, I don't know how to get back where I came from. I guess I'm just going to drive through campus completely illegally right now.
Oh.
So I did like a mile of just hitting college kids when they were no, they weren't. There was nobody out on them, so it was just like I didn't know necessarily. But they were like, this doesn't feel like a road.
Dude,
I'm just in there, just up on these hills.
Were they mean mugging you?
There was nobody walking around.
Oh.
Like we maybe came across like one person, and like they didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? They're like just some student.
Oh, yeah. They don't even care. They
Yeah,
probably have their
so-
headphones in.
Anyway, sorry if I hit you on near Stadium Way at Washington State University.
Did you walk through that college campus and you're like, yo, I pull all these bitches?
No. I walked through the college campus like, why would anyone, dude? It was creepy.
It made the teachers
like
look
none
illegal.
None of these people should be having sex, dude. No, there's no way a girl in this room had her period yet. Not a single possible way. Any of these girls have bled. She has not yet bled.
Bled?
Yeah.
That's the craziest way to say it.
That's very Game of Thrones style, dude. She had her first blood.
It's very old.
It's
It's
Game of
old
Thrones
way to
shit,
say
dude.
it. Yeah, Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm saying.
Game of Thrones was based in the fucking early 80s or something.
Early 80s. Very fun. Early 1580s. No, it was based in some random time, and everyone has an English accent for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, because this doesn't even exist. It's not even a real place.
Yeah,
King's Landing's not a real place.
Let me tell you a little
Don't
about
even get me going.
King's Landing.
You know what they had in Game of Thrones, though?
Pussy.
Dragons.
Yeah, that's true. They did have
No
dragons.
dinosaurs. Boom. Fucking fact check.
I don't know if we need to refer.
Not trying to rehash it. Just trying to.
Are we referring to something that may not be in the episode before?
I thought it was definitely gonna be in there.
It probably will be. It probably will be. Oh man.
Has to be now.
So-
I solidified the dinosaur shit. Okay.
So
All right.
just so you know, we were actually recording this one a little bit early because this is going to come out on the 24th, and this is and we're both going to be on vacation. You know, we're going to
that's
take a couple
Christmas
weeks
Eve.
off.
Am I right?
Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve we're taking off. So
Boom.
this one's going to be our Christmas Eve episode, I believe. It might be our New Year's Eve, but either way, we'll get it.
Either way, I don't know.
It's gonna be
We'll
great.
figure it out.
And so, with that in mind, we are doing a little holiday special. But before we even talk about it,
Yeah.
holiday stuff. Let's talk about holiday stuff.
Okay.
I want to know what your favorite holiday-themed alcoholic or any beverage. Doesn't have to be alcoholic beverages.
I mean, when I think Christmas, I think whiskey.
Well, whiskey all year round.
Not well, Crown or a Jack
Crown.
Daniels.
Wait, Crown's a breakfast whiskey. How is that Christmassy?
Because when do you start Christmas? In the morning. What do you mean? It's a
So-
perfect Christmas whiskey. Because it's a breakfast whiskey.
Okay, so what's really your favorite holiday thing? You're saying just straight whiskey is a holiday traditional drink for you.
Yeah. Yes.
What a boring fucking answer. You don't have any drinks that you drink only around the holidays?
Only around the holidays. Whiskey.
It's the same question I already asked you. You're asking I asked a new question. How old are you? Ooh. What's your age? Oh, interesting.
Oh, I get what
It's a
you're
way
saying
different
now.
one.
I'm going with whiskey.
No, like is there any drink
No,
that you
really-
only have during
Really, that is when I drink
like
the most
eggnog?
whiskey.
No, not the most. I'm saying
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ,
I
dude.
know. I get where you're trying to say. I understand where you're trying
You're
to
just
come
trying to
from.
give me a fucking heart attack.
I'm not trying to. No.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Something that I drink only around.
Or that you essentially drink only. Man,
No,
this is
no.
Okay, you don't have one. You don't drink eggnog?
No.
Huh, interesting. You don't drink like a hot toddy or a
I'll drink a hot toddy when I'm
buttered
sick.
rum.
A hot toddy's when I'm sick.
Okay.
Whiskey's around the holidays, or
No,
if
like
I'm feeling holiday-ish.
like an Irish coffee or anything that just because you
Irish coffee. I mean, yeah, I could do that.
or like a what? Yeah, but that doesn't sound like you do. I'm not taking your drink order. I'm wondering if you actually drink. I'm just wondering if you do. If you don't, if you and your dad just play past the bottle until one of you keels over.
That's what I'm hoping happens. That's exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped your new wife. Here you go. All right. That's the saddest Christmas I've ever heard.
What? Whiskey is a beautiful time for.
It's just
the holidays.
Whiskey is a beautiful time for the holidays.
Well, here's the thing. When I have, I don't drink. Usually, I'm like a tequila guy. I drink a lot of tequila
Right.
throughout. If I'm feeling holiday-ish, I'll smack some whiskey for the boys in the holidays. And that's kind of my go-to. Why don't you go with your go-to? What do you have?
I'm trying to think. I don't like eggnog. I always try it. Like every year or two, I try eggnog, and I'm like, oh, this is gross.
If
I
you
do
don't
not
have
like
an
it.
answer to this
No,
question,
no.
I'm gonna be
Hot
pissed.
buttered rum, man. I like hot buttered rum. We drink
I
those.
don't think I've
those
had
are
that.
good.
What
Really,
is
really
that?
good.
Just hot butter
It's-
and rum?
Dude, yeah. It has butter in it. It's like a mixture of like butter and like a shit ton of sugar and some other shit that you put in. Like, it's like a hot drink, like a hot rum drink. It's very good. It's also like,
what's the booze in it?
I think it's rum.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not positive about that. I mean, it makes
bad.
sense that it would be. I'm
Of course
trying to think
it's
what
rum.
the other.
Hot buttered
But I
rum.
really don't
What
know,
kind
to
of-
be
what
honest
kind
with
of
you. I
booze
think
is it?
it's rum, but I'm not 100% on that. It better be rum, right? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, no, it has to be
It's
rum.
hot buttered vodka, but it's actually gin.
But they call it rum.
Yeah. It's really- I'm trying to. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. That's the one that I like to drink. It's also, like I said, is it
a spiced
pure
rum?
Sugar.
Is it a spiced rum?
I think you can put either in it.
I can't do the spiced rum.
Well, I mean, then you wouldn't put it in there. Like, I'm allergic to spiced rum. Well, okay, then you don't have to.
I'll stick with whiskey.
You're the reason that they have those drug commercials.
Hot buttered whiskey. I'll do a hot buttered whiskey.
I bet you could do that. You're the reason on the commercials they always say, like, don't take Listruta if you're allergic to it. Like, they didn't have to have that before people like you existed. And we're like, okay, I'm going to take it. Like, you're not supposed to take it if you're allergic. They didn't say that on the commercial. They didn't say shit about not taking it if you're allergic. They said take it.
Yeah, that is on them.
They should tell you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other holiday drinks that there are. My sister, my stepmom likes to drink. I think she calls them White Christmases, or she drinks it with
White Russians?
Nope, it's with either a brandy called White Christmas or it is called a White Christmas.
I could do a goose fart on the holidays.
A goose fart,
or
See,
a
here's the
duck
thing,
fart.
dude.
I could do a duck fart. My bad.
I don't
not
think
a
you're
goose.
getting the concept. The concept is that the drink itself is associated with holidays.
Yeah, but I could taste that and be like, oh, I feel cheer.
Okay.
Holiday cheer.
Okay, we've gotten where we've gotten. I don't think we're getting any further.
All right. Are you a lights guy? Do you do the lights out on your house? Do you
I
hang
usually,
lights? You
whenever
work
I
hard?
have them, I leave them up all year round until they go out.
So you're a lazy guy.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, that's why I don't put them up. I already know my problem. If I put the Christmas tree up now, it was supposed to go up after Thanksgiving. I'm late on it. Haven't put it up yet.
Yeah.
If I put it up now, that shit ain't coming down until fucking May.
I get that. So you don't do a Christmas tree, fake or real either.
Oh no, we do fake. Yeah, Ace Hardware.
So you do put up a tree. Does
Yeah.
that stay up till May?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, I love it.
Once it's in, I'm like, oh, I like this vibe, and then I sit with the vibe forever.
For 6 months. Yeah, I got no problem with it. I don't like the projector ones. They annoy me.
Projector trees?
No, projector lights. When people go, oh, I just project the light thing on my house. I'm like, dude, if you don't almost kill yourself putting up the lights, you're not doing it correctly.
Yeah, see, that's just never something I did.
Putting up lights, yeah, because you're fucking J-dubs.
I was raised that. I was just raised. We don't do that shit.
right. You do more than I would expect it.
Yeah, I still feel weird about putting out lights in front of my house and stuff, just because that's just not how I was raised. That being said, though, I respect it.
You respect the Christmas lights?
Yeah, like if it's tuned to a radio station or whatever, that shit is sick.
Oh, Jesus.
You know?
All right. So if you're saying if you have them queued up with the radio station,
Yeah. They're blinking with the radio.
yeah. Okay. So
cool.
those are two different things. I think you're talking about because
That's Christmas.
no. But I'm saying like there's some people who have like a track that's queued up to their lights where they connect together and certain lights go off at certain times. There's some very cool videos of that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some people who have like the Christmas music going on, but I don't think those people usually have their lights queued to the Christmas music that's going on.
I have a theory
I'm sure you do.
that Tesla
talk about
drivers don't put up Christmas lights because it's so expensive
What?
on their electric bill.
You think that Tesla people
Yeah.
are worried about the draw of electric lights on their
Already large draw for
Because
their
of-
Tesla. Yes.
Okay.
What do you think? I just came up with that.
So glad you did. I think that is probably not what a Tesla driver gives a shit about.
Okay.
That's my guess. And I don't think that, I think the amount of of electric bill you're already spending on your Tesla means you wouldn't really give a shit about the extra 10 cents a fucking year that your Christmas lights draw because they don't take a lot of power.
It depends on what lights you're doing.
They don't take a lot of power.
It takes a lot of power if you're doing a lot of them. And you have them queued with the radio. That's a big power draw. Yeah, it's a whole other Tesla.
Okay.
It's 2 Teslas.
Double Tesla. Got it.
Sometimes I can see you just hating these conversations. It does.
I have a theory I just came up with. Well, by all means. There's no way this is going to be stupid.
You can cut that.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, dude. I was trying to say fun stuff. I was trying.
I'd have to cut less if you didn't come up with crazy shit to say to derail already conversations.
Sorry, my bad.
It's all right.
I'll
live.
I'll pocket that one.
No, you aren't. You already said it. What are you talking about pocketing?
I'm gonna pocket it. I'm gonna pocket it for a table talk.
For a table talk. What the fuck are you talking about?
If I'm at a table with a bunch of people that I don't know, maybe I'll try that.
So you want to ruin more conversations with it?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Or if I meet a Tesla driver, it gives me like a good, breaking out point. Do you put up lights? Because it's such a draw,
Yeah, I think they'll be as confused as I am, but hey, give it a shot.
You never know, dude. I heard those Teslas draw a lot.
Cool.
Of power.
Got it. You think I don't have any idea. Don't they just charge them at the charging stations? You don't do it at home. Why would you ever do it at home?
You don't have to do it at home.
Just go where you park, man.
But that's a whole problem as to where, if everybody had Teslas, our power grid isn't large enough to be able to sustain that.
You need to not just randomly say shit. It's just conclusion after conclusion
the reaction
with no
it gets out of you, though, is
at
so
all.
fun. It's so fun.
It's like it
goes from Jay rubbing his head to rubbing his eye.
I wish I could just identify what horseshit podcast or TikTok video you heard that from. Because it's exactly what it is.
I'm not listening to that. That's why I should do TikTok more, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I would probably do really good on TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That is definitely a TikTok video you heard.
I need to try hard on TikTok. I haven't heard that. I freestyle TikTok ideas all the time.
Dude, it's going to mess up with our power grid. Jesus Christ. I don't know that it is or it isn't, but I know that you don't know if it is or isn't. That's the thing.
Dude, I know.
That's the thing, man.
I know, dude. I almost have my low voltage license.
Good Lord.
Teslas, high voltage.
That's great. That's incredible. This is the worst content that we've ever had.
Just cut it.
And it's also, I fucking hate when you say that, and you know I fucking hate when you say that. Just fucking do a bunch more work. Shut up.
Sorry for trying to have a good time, man.
No,
trying to have a good time.
You're not trying to have a good time. You're trying to give me shit. You're trying to get me riled up.
Yeah, but that's what gives me a good time. And I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm so sorry.
No, you are not.
Can you just accept my apology?
No, absolutely not.
That's not a very holiday spirit of you.
Yeah, it's not at all. I agree. All right. And with that, we are on episode 59. Woo! Chuckleheads, we're here. I haven't been saying what's up, Chuckleheads, when we start out. We start out in the middle talking. I haven't been saying what's up, Chuckleheads. I don't know. Maybe did that ruin our brand? Is that why no one's listening anymore?
No, it's just holiday season.
Has it been holiday season for the last 6 months? Is that what you're trying to say? It's been holiday season for 6 months?
Yeah, it's been.
Episode 59, Matt Rife, Unwrapped, his holiday crowd work special, available on Netflix. Episode 59, man. We're here. We're at the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting times. And with that, we had Mom's Menu today. We had a good, just pretty basic chicken, just grilled chicken, and then like a fried rice, I think is what it was. Yep. And then a side salad. Pretty solid. So that was good. Thanks, Mom, for that. And then we're going to talk about fucking Matt Rife, man. I mean, what is there to say? He's very, very famous. You should probably know who he is. I know I do. He's from Ohio. Started performing professionally at age 15. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You did know that?
Yep.
Nice. He's done several self-produced comedy specials on YouTube, and then he cut a deal with Netflix. He's done, I think, 3 now with Netflix. And then he was also on, Wild 'N Out on MTV. And he's had a few other roles here and there. But mostly he's known for his self-produced comedy specials. Kind of one of the first dudes to kind of get really heavy into self-producing your stuff on YouTube and getting real big on it. Has a really big YouTube following, and kind of made it huge with it. And then he's been doing specials and crowd work specials and performing ever since. That is Matt Rife. When did you first hear about Matt Rife? Do you remember?
When he was on Wild 'N Out.
Okay. So you used to watch that, or you just saw like clips and shit of it?
Just like more clips.
Right on. Yeah, certainly super duper famous. This special is, like I said, it's holiday themed, and it is a just crowd work only special. Let's go ahead and listen to the trailer for Matt Rife Unwrapped.
This show is going to be completely different from anything you've seen live or on Netflix before. This is an entire crowd work special. This is just me and you guys. I don't know what you're going to say. I don't know what I'm going to say. I want you guys to be aware you are equally as at fault for how this goes as... I've never been this hard this early in a show in my entire life. You look like if you click your heels together 3 times, you go back to Atlanta. We all thought you were f***ing your dad. Next time you guys see some haters in my comments going, all he does is crowd work, it's so easy. Is it? Is it the easiest I could ever do? Is it just handed to me? No.
All right, I forgot to mention that. That's not the intro for this special. I couldn't find a trailer for the Matt Rife Unwrapped. For the Unwrapped special on Netflix. So that was from, I believe it was Lucid. It was whatever, it might have been not been, whatever it was his last crowdwork special. So that's just, gives you a taste of what he sounds like. So that definitely isn't from this special, considering nothing was Christmas related. This is an interesting concept. So it's a combination of a crowdwork special and a Christmas themed special. Let's just get into overall impressions. How do you feel about it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I like Matt Rife. I know he gets a lot of hate on the internet and everything. I like him.
Right.
Not that I'm necessarily crazy about his crowd work. I think he does more written material than people give him credit for.
Okay.
Obviously, this is a crowd work special, but I think there's very obvious points in it where it's like, oh, this is written, and then now this is kind of like free-form conversation, and back to like this is written type shit. And, I think he transitioned from in and out of that shit, but pretty well.
In this special?
Yeah.
Okay. In this special, I mean,
and in his last one, really.
I would overall, I would agree with you on all points, really. I don't, but in like this special, I think is almost exclusively crowd work. There is maybe 1 or possibly 2 jokes that aren't crowd work related. Or that he's not like slipping. Sometimes he slips in probably a joke that he wrote in between crowd work. But like in terms of like actually when he's talking about anything other than interacting in the crowd, it's very, very few and far between. This is almost exclusively a crowd work special. I would say it's more of a crowd work special than any special we've actually done. Any crowd work special we've ever done. This has been our 3rd one. But yeah, all the other stuff. I mean, he's 100% shit on by people. I'm not totally sure. Well, I don't know. I get it, and I also don't get it. I enjoyed it as well.
I think people hate him because he's hot. Like, objectively, like, he's a good-looking guy.
He's attractive?
Yeah.
I don't know if you meant hot physically or...
I think he's a physically attractive person, so I think...
Successful he is.
I think people really don't like that, and especially what they see, like, how much love he's getting from, like, women or whatever, because that was, like, a large chunk of his audience was women. Definitely in his older stuff.
Well, that was, he made a joke about it. He's made jokes about that before.
And it's hurt him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that it's just that, but I do think I think you're right. That's part of it. Definitely part of it. It's very, Matt Rife's, I've said this before. Matt Rife is the Nickelback of modern comedy in that there's a lot of people trying to do what he does. And then shitting on him for being successful at doing the thing that they are trying to do.
Trying to emulate.
Yeah, I mean, there's 10 other bands that are exactly like Nickelback. Creed and Shinedown and Daughtry and Three Doors Down and Seether and those type of like, I'm just reading off Nickelback similar bands.
I was like, damn, I'm surprised you had those ready
Breaking
to roll.
Benjamins, Hinder, Puddle of Mud, Theory of the Dead Man, and 3 Days Grace. All right. Those are all the ones they gave me. I don't even know how accurate those are. I just know there was a ton of people making
Puddle
music.
of Mud is not even close. close.
Okay, whatever, dude. It doesn't matter. Like I just said, I don't know if they're accurate. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you that.
But my point is simply there were several bands during that time period doing the exact same thing Nickelback was doing, but then Nickelback, because they were the most successful over a long period of time, they got all the shit for it, and nobody shit on all these other bands. You know what I mean? Like, long hacky running joke that Nickelback's terrible. Like this whole I fucking hate Nickelback. And then you bought like 4 albums that were exactly like it. You know what I mean? So I think that's what Matt Rife's like. He's successful at doing something. He did it a little bit differently than people had done it before him. And if you don't like the style, I don't like crowd work particularly. We've talked about it ad nauseum on this podcast. But he's really good at it, and I'm not going to be mad at him for that. You know what I mean? Like, he says it's a crowd work special. Like, what do you want?
Is there anything that stands out to you about the crowd work?
About his crowd work?
Yeah.
He's good at it. He's quick on his feet. And yeah, he's generally speaking, I believe that the jokes that he has aren't necessarily the best jokes. They're kind of in the chamber. They very much rely on pretty typical tropey stereotypes. There's a girl with a wrist brace. Oh, I guess didn't wash the dishes quick enough, or you didn't vacuum the floor right, or whatever. A lot of racial shit, referring to black people, stealing Christmas gifts, or you know what I mean? It's like it's hacky, kind of. I say hacky, that's too strong of a word. It's tropey, right? It's familiar stereotypes that he's calling into question as part of the crowd work. That's probably why he's so quick at it, but he's quick at it, and then he has other stuff too. So I don't have a problem with the way he does it.
What I like about his crowd work is he transitions a lot of shit into act outs. It seems like that's kind of a go-to move, is he will talk to a person, put them in said situation that they were either just talking about or one similar to.
Sure.
And then act out how that conversation would go. And I think that's a fun angle for crowd work.
Yeah.
He does that a lot, and it does come off. I know what Jay's saying is like some of it being kind of hacky or like easy, low-hanging fruit, right? But then some of it too is like, that was actually pretty clever of an act out.
100%. Yes. Yep.
And yeah, that's one of the things I really like about it. And I thought it was interesting to see somebody do that, to see like, okay, I'm going to take this crowd work and then I'm going to make a situation out of it. And I'm going to put myself in as if I'm said person into this situation. It just kind of adds another layer, another element kind of to the crowd work, so that it's not just like, oh, so are you guys together or whatever. The other thing I really liked about this special is that he did it with his Lucid special too, where the whole special itself has a lane, right? Like this whole thing is holiday based, and then he has all these questions for the audience that are, holiday themed or whatever, and he'll advance on these questions, and then at the end of them, he seems like he has a bit that he wants to talk about, or that's going to be like a transitional piece to get to the next question. It's a quick bit for sure. Yeah, but people credit him as like not having material. I definitely think he has material. I definitely think I think everything is more planned out than how it looks. And if it looks like it's not planned out, then that's great, and you're falling for the fucking illusion of it. But I think it's definitely more calculated than what people give it credit for.
Yeah, I probably haven't watched enough to make a totally the most intelligent commentary on it in terms of like his material stuff. But from what I've seen, and I've seen some stuff here and there, his crowd work is better than his material. His material's okay, but it's essentially like it similarly falls back on a lot of those stereotypes and tropes. His material, it's still fine, but it's more impressive in crowd work for him when it's off the cuff, when he's actually responding. He doesn't just throw bits in or throw tropes in to throw them in. Like they actually pertain to the situation. You know what I mean? He's very good at that part. I haven't seen enough of his material to be like, oh, I like his material, I don't like his material, whatever. But what I've seen, when he does material, I'm like, he's not. I think he's pretty elite at crowd work, and I think he's pretty okay at material. He's fine. It's just not. you know.
Well, and his
I would
material,
rather watch him do crowd work because that's what he's good at.
his material is longer setups, kind of from like what I've seen. It seems like the material he does it takes maybe a minute or two to kind of get going, but then he does that thing where he hits a punchline and then just tags the fuck out of it.
Okay.
So, yeah, I can see why that would turn people off. Also, if you're like, oh, this guy's crowd work is crazy, and then when he does material, it does take longer. He does set things up. It takes him a minute, but I don't know. That'd be my 2 cents on that.
So you mentioned it before. We mentioned it quickly when you were talking about just kind of the setup of this, and I have not seen Lucid. Not all of it. I'm sure I've seen clips from it, but I'm not, that's the other crowd work special one.
Yep.
Okay. I've seen him do crowd work within a regular special, and essentially I've seen anyway. So I've seen both. That's completely different than what I was talking about when I started that sentence, and then I forgot where I was going. He essentially breaks it up into 3 parts in this special, if you really go down to it. And because of that, I like this crowd work special as a crowd work special because of that. There's 3 distinct parts, right? He tells a quick story about tradition, about family, or about holiday traditions. And then he has asked people what their favorite holiday traditions are. Right. And then he talks about a gift. And then he talks about and then he asks, like, what's the best gift you've given or received, and blah, blah, blah. Does all crowd work with that. And then finally he goes, what's something you did this year that you think puts you on the naughty list or the nice list? Those are the 3 main segments. That's it. That's the whole special. And it's because it's so clearly planned out like that, one leads into the next, and he has the transition between the 3. It doesn't put anybody on the spot in the way that a lot of crowd work will, because you already know before you get into it where he's going to go with this stuff. He's not asking you, hey, do you eat pussy? Like Luis J. Gomez, the last special he did. Yeah. He randomly asked somebody if they eat pussy. It's not as aggressive like that. It's like people are more comfortable interacting with him, I think, because of that. Because of that structure. So,
yeah, and I think too, people are like, I think people see him do crowd work and they're like, oh, I could do crowd work, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you're not coming up with anything. At least his questions are interesting. Yeah. At least like they have a point that he's trying to get to, or that he's interested in talking about, and not just like, so are you guys together, or you guys date? Like that. If that's the whole premise of your crowd work, that shit's fucking ass, man.
That shit's shit.
Yeah, that shit is shit, and we're gonna shit on that shit. But. Yeah, the fact that he has like a direct angle that he's trying to get at, or in an authentic kind of question, I feel like, then it makes it more interesting. It's not just watching crowd work. You are watching crowd work, but like there's more to it. There's more thoughts put into it than just like, so are you guys together or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's that the crowd work he's doing, you would not do it at any other, I guess, special or performance. It's a specifically holiday specific. And to me, that really makes a difference. I mean, I don't know what he did in Lucid, but if you're coming up with, if the questions to the crowd, if you put thought in the questions to the crowd, and they're interesting questions that people are like, would actually be interested in the answers to, that takes a big chunk of the annoying part of crowd work out of crowd work, right?
Right. And that is how Lucid was done. Lucid was the whole thing was geared towards dreams, what other people think that their dreams are going to be, what dreams they've had, yada yada yada.
The dreams, it's all about dreams.
The whole thing is about dreams.
See, so there's like there's a running theme, and that's a good. I mean, you mentioned that before. That's good. That's good. Let's go ahead and do some bits here, because if we don't, we'll just talk right through and we never get to them. All right, so I almost did the Kathleen Madigan one right there. Here we go. So this is a story, like, he actually uses this as a transition between the family traditions, the holiday traditions, and the gift-giving part, and this is the bit that you chose.
By far the best gift I've ever given anybody. I don't know how long you guys have been fans of mine or what of mine you've seen, but on my second YouTube special, Matthew Stephen Rife, I told a story about how I bought my grandpa a pocket pussy for Christmas. And he, if you haven't seen it, he broke it. because he really enjoyed it. So the next year I got him an even better pocket pussy that was more durable. And he had that one till the day he died a few years ago. But when he did die, he passed it down to me. So now I have the pocket pussy, and we had him cremated and put inside the pocket pussy. So now every Christmas we prop him up on the mantle above the fireplace, and it's like he's a part of the family for Christmas still. And in the spirit of Christmas, it really wouldn't feel right to leave him out of the festivities. We do believe in reincarnation, so we've renamed him Ashley. And yeah, my grandpa had just never been to Arizona. You can tell the dry weather's getting to him a little bit, but couldn't deprive him of this occasion.
Yeah. So what I like about that bit is, for one, it's material, right? That is, it's old material. And I thought it was a cool way to recycle an old joke, right? To be like, oh, I did already say this, like calling out that he's already said it. He's already done it. He's put it in a special already. But then if you haven't heard that, this is what I'm referring to, and then do the joke. I like that. I thought it was a cool way to do it, and it also shows that he's not just a crowd work comic. And yeah, that's what I liked about it.
Did he do the joke though, or did he just talk about the joke that he did?
He pretty much did the joke.
Okay. I couldn't tell. Like, okay. Okay.
He might have done like a more trimmed up version of it, but essentially.
But right on. So you like that he was able to put in an old joke into a new special.
Yeah, and call it out. I like how he called it out.
Right.
And then still, like, repackaged it kind of, and then gave it to an audience that might have not gone down the YouTube rabbit hole of watching his old specials.
Right, and it's an easy way to transition into the next part, which is where he asks what people got
For gifts.
right. Like, what are interesting gifts people got.
Yeah.
People are very forthcoming with that as well. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I mean, I think I've heard his joke before, and I was like, not my favorite, but it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, it is material, so there's that. And so I guess anything else you want to talk about with regard to that?
Well, also, I like when comics do like a true story or something like that's
right
personal to them,
right?
And it feels like it hits all those dots.
And it's a very weird story.
Yeah.
Apparently true, although, man, that's hard to believe. Yeah, it's a weird thing, and also pretty weird to get your grandpa put in a fucking pocket pussy. That's pretty insane. But hey, dude, different strokes and whatnot. All right, so this is the one that I chose. This is a little crowd work section where he's talking to a person about a gift that they got.
I am Asian.
Nuh-uh.
And one of my relatives got me an African American doll because they didn't have an Asian doll.
Oh. That's pretty funny. What'd you name her?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, you do. There's just two black women in front of you who were just waiting for a Shaniqua. That couldn't be better placement. I'm so happy you guys are sat next to each other. Oh, that's really funny. You still have a fun time playing with it?
Of course.
Okay, there weren't a lot of Asian toys back in the day.
I got a lot of African American.
You got a lot of black dolls? That's so funny. I don't know. Black women, how do you guys feel about this? Is it good? Is it good for inclusion, or how do you feel about her controlling a black person? I'm kind of on the fence about it myself, really.
All right, so that is the bit that I chose. I thought this really showcases how quick on his feet he is, and also sort of that it's not that the jokes are that good. I mean, it's not like they're, oh my God, that's incredible. It's that they're so fast, right? Like, I think a decent comedian comes up with those lines pretty, not as fast, but we'll come up with those pretty quickly. I'm Asian, really, or whatever it was. Like, nuh-uh. I could see delivering that line or people delivering that line, but it's immediate. He has it right away. He's not, it doesn't take him a second, right? He's just right on it all the way. And then when he's asking what she named it. He's already thinking through this, right? You can already tell. I mean, if you're paying attention, or if you just think about it, I guess comedically, right? You know, he's asking that for a reason. He's like, all right, I can go whatever direction with this, right? He's good at setting up the audience member to say something that it doesn't really matter what they say. He's going to have a retort for it, and it's going to be interesting. And so she says, I don't remember. And he's like, yeah, you do. That's a really funny. And then calling out that she's sitting behind some black women. And it's a spatial awareness thing that he's really good at. So that's like crowd work, right? Like that's being in the moment, in the room, and not trying to get from point A to point B and just letting it come to you. I think he's really good at that. I think that showcases one of his really high level skills, and also showcases like it's not necessarily the cleverness of what he's saying. It's how quickly he's saying something pretty clever. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. The next part of that bit, he does take further. When he asks, what voice did your doll have?
Yeah.
Was it an African voice? Or did you give these African dolls an Asian accent? Yeah. And then he does an act out of both of those. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, where he takes the crowd work and then he eventually does boil it down into an act out.
Yeah, he does a lot of act outs, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
like you're saying.
Good bit. Good time.
Yeah, so that's essentially what the entire special is. That there's some interesting shit that happens in the special. What are we doing with crowd work? This is the third crowd work special that we've done. I don't think it can be ignored as a subgenre of comedy, of stand-up comedy. Or something. I'm not sure exactly what to do with it. Because to me, I watch it and it's fine. I was entertained. But it's not a stand-up comedy show. You know what I mean? Like it is not to me, it's not a stand-up comedy show. It's a wholly different experience. To me, it's like I don't know. It's like at some point there's like when a music, for example, when grunge came about, right? At some point it was just called the same thing. And then at some point it split, and then people are like, oh, no, this is grunge, and this is whatever, or alternative, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like different styles. At some point they split off, and they're just different styles. They're not even the same genre anymore, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know what point that is, but I think we're there with crowd work. I think crowd work is a distinct and separate part of or thing than stand-up comedy.
Right.
But it's still done by both, right? So it could be either, and I don't really care. It's just a matter of I'm not ever going to go to a crowd work show with the same level of like, oh, I'm going to a stand-up comedy show. Mm-hmm. So what do we do with it? What do you think on that subject?
I mean, I think it's going to pull its own audience.
Yeah.
So like it already kind of has. I think regardless, people are if they want to be in the crowd and they want to be loud and part of the show, I think you're going to get more people that are going to go just because they're going to be part of it.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
But
I think that's, and I think sorry, keep going. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, you're good. So yeah, you're right. It is a different kind of comedy audience because some people are going to want to be part of the show more than others.
Yeah, and that's the point I want to explore a little bit more. I think maybe it's the way we do things now. Traditionally in stand-up, people are like, I don't want to be a part of the show. I'm like, they don't want to. If they've seen crowd work, they get nervous that you're going to do crowd work because they don't really want to do that, right?
Right. Now,
if you're crowd work and you've already invited this thing in, there's a lot of people who actually do want to be part of the show. Like, it's catering to people who would heckle or who would ever like.
Right.
It's a different audience member, and it's also like sort of a recognition of the world we live in now. I mean, people want to be more publicly recognized now, I think, than ever before. And that's why everybody has 14 social media accounts.
Yeah.
And they want people to see their lives. They want people to get more information on them. I mean, the shit that these people are talking about on the special, it's a holiday special. They're talking about some pretty fucking... One lady talks about her kid dying. There's like, people talking about very sexual things and like all sorts of other stuff. Mm-hmm. It's just a weird thing that happened
Well, and
in
to
comedy.
to be like a master level comic, you have to be able to do crowd work.
I don't think so.
I think in this day and age, I definitely think so. You have to have some form of crowd work chops
Yeah. Okay.
to be master level.
Yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying. I think that most people would, but I don't think you have to. Like we just did Madigan. I don't think she did any crowd work at all. I don't think she needs it.
Yeah, but that's an older generation of comedy.
But it still works now. I mean, we just talked about how good it was. Right. But yeah, I mean,
But I think it comes down to like something like happening in the room and then being able to address. Like you have to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, I guess I was saying something different.
Obviously, yeah. For a special,
yeah.
it's going to be material, whatever.
I
But
thought
like
you
you got to
meant-
be able to work a crowd in when situations are come up and they're fucking. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's
shit's getting wild.
Okay. So what you're talking about, I would describe, I guess, differently. Or I wasn't considering it the same way you were. When I think of crowd work, I'm thinking you're intentionally engaging the crowd, not something happens in the room and you have to address it, or something happens in the crowd, somebody drops a glass and it shatters, and then you have to address it. To me, yes, you have to be able to do that. That's just rolling with the punches. But I wouldn't call that crowd work. You know what I mean? Maybe it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. But that's why I was.
You'll see some of these road guys too, and they'll do and some of those road shows or at bars or whatever, and it's like they would love to just do their material, but in order to keep this crowd engaged, they have to kind of work that crowd work muscle, right? Like, I don't know. I think it's situationally, but if you're an expert comic, you have to be able to do all that. In my opinion, that's what I think.
Yeah. I think we're on the same page. I just had a different feeling of what you were. I didn't have a clear understanding of what you were saying. It's interesting special. I liked it. It's almost weird to like you start talking about where you would rank it, and it's like, well, I don't really feel like it counts in a lot of ways. A lot of ways, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
It's almost like a variety show or something. It's not a variety show because he's doing one thing, but it is solely that one thing. So I just want, it's just curious.
And probably the people that are going to watch it are going to be more fans of Matt Rife.
Right.
Like, I don't think you're going into that being like, oh, let's check this out. I think the majority of it's like, oh, we know what this guy does. We like this guy. Let's put this on.
Yeah.
And then that's what you get.
How about this technique that I notice from him quite often? He will make a pretty horrific joke or whatever, an offensive joke, a pretty offensive joke. He does them all the time, and then he immediately backs away from them a lot. One example, like the very bit you were just talking about, where he's talking about, does she give the black doll of fucking a stereotypical black lady voice or a stereotypical Asian voice? And he goes, either one is so wrong, right? So he makes the super racist joke and then immediately is like, that's terrible. You know what I mean? Like, as a way to get away with making the racist joke. Now, obviously people have done that before. It's not like he made this technique up.
Right.
He seems to be able to make it a lot and get away with it a lot. Is that just because it's his crowd? Or is that, or is it a specific something about him or the way he does it? Or what do you think?
Well, I think it might be his way of closing a door on maybe some like potential heckling that could happen, right? Because the door's already open for this crowd work, and if he's going to make those type of jokes, he's also inviting a certain type of interaction from other people that could be in the audience that could be offended or whatever, and to try to just kind of squash that immediately so that he can continue doing his crowd work without interruptions. I think it might be more tactical.
Yeah, I guess my question is, I get why he would do it, but why is it effective is more my question. It's not why. Obviously, he's doing the purpose for him is to like get away from being thought of as a shit human being that makes just horrible racist jokes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I'm not saying
how does it work
him
because it definitely works.
And just to be clear, I'm not saying him getting away from it from being worried that he's going to be viewed as a shit human being. I think he's worried about maybe trying to get the room geared in a different direction. You know what I mean? Like where he could potentially
Immediately after, right.
Yeah.
After steering the car into the ditch, he wants people to forget about the ditch immediately.
Right.
But again, I'm not like. I guess my bigger
I was just
question is
clearing that up. I
how
know
does he
that's
get
not-
away with it, or excuse me, why do you think it is that it works for him to do that? Because it doesn't always work. It doesn't. I mean, I think there has to be a set of circumstances. I'm not sure what it is that makes it so that works. So you actually can distance yourself from that material rather than just trying to do it and failing, because that can happen too, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I was just asking specifically if you think there's a specific part or reason that he gets.
It probably
away
does
with it.
have to do with his audience.
Think it's his audience? Okay.
Yeah, and I think if you're going to a Matt Rife show, you kind of know what to expect.
Sure.
You know what you're in for, kind of.
It was filmed in Tempe too, and Tempe is pretty like okay with racial humor, and I mean it's it's
Also,
Arizona.
weird place to do a Christmas special.
I mean he mentions it, but yeah,
But it is a weird spot to do a Christmas special.
yeah,
You
kinda.
could be all around the fucking world, and you're going to go to Arizona to do a Christmas special.
if you don't like being cold.
We need to dox him on that. He needs to be
Dox
doxed
him.
on that. What do you think about? Can we do Fashionisto?
Yeah, we can do Fashionisto. Hold on one second. We can dox him in a minute. So the special was in Tempe. Let's talk about Fashionisto. I just wanted to make sure that it was in Tempe. It's clearly a Christmas special. I don't know why I had to stop you there. I don't know what happened in my head. So let's get into Colton Drake, Fashionisto.
Fashionisto. All right. So, Fashionisto for Mr. Matt Rife here with the Unwrapped Christmas special. How
Unwrapped.
does he look? You guys want to know because you didn't watch it, and we're going to tell you why. So, what he looks like is he's wearing some Santa pants. Okay, some Christmas pants. You know, they got the little fluff on the bottom
Christmas
of them.
pants?
Yeah, and he's got a belt on, obviously.
They're
Of
red like
course-
velvet with a white cuff.
Yeah,
Santa style.
yeah. It's the hat, but in pants, and he
Tuck hat button pants.
It is. That's a good way, but he tucks his shirt in. No, I hate that.
Oh, he does? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, so because he wants to show off the belt, I believe. And he has a nice gold watch on, Rolex maybe. Okay, gold bracelet. Now he is wearing a long sleeve black shirt. Now this is where he gets points. That's a clean look. That looks real clean. All right. He's fit, so like he can. That doesn't matter.
Why not? That doesn't matter on your.
Well, it kind of matters, I
Okay,
guess.
okay.
Yeah, it's a good look. I mean, I just don't know. That probably wouldn't look that good on me. You know what I mean?
Got you.
It looks good. No microphone. Also, interesting move.
No,
Right?
he's got the Britney Spears mic.
Yeah, he's got the Britney Spears mic.
Goes behind his ear and up to the front with the little.
Which does
Little
also
mic
lead
bit.
me to like think about like what you were saying, where like this isn't a stand-up special totally, because like where's the fucking microphone, dude? You know that?
Oh yeah, the only one we did like that before was I think Berbiglia did that, right?
Yeah.
and that was again like sort of a one man
One-man show kind of deal.
type of thing. Okay.
Now
Doesn't he always wear just the mic? Doesn't he?
you can't always wear just the mic. I don't.
In his
know.
other specials, I feel like he did have just the mic.
I
the
don't
thing
really
like that.
remember.
I wonder if I'm sure the old time he couldn't just request. So maybe I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I was curious.
Okay,
I
no.
think his preference is to obviously.
Is that shirt tucked in? That looks tucked in, right?
I think it is tucked in. Is it long sleeve, or is it 3/4 sleeve? This could be the most important fashionista question. I have no idea.
It looks like long sleeve pushed up.
Okay,
Yeah, that's long sleeve pushed
is that
up.
better? Is that
Oh yeah, it's way
okay?
better. Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, he's not wearing a baseball shirt.
Okay, so you're saying it's tucked in. It's to reveal the belt, but the belt's not like a traditional Santa belt. It's just a regular ass belt. I wonder why he did that.
You're right. We got docking points on that.
I mean, you got to. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't give it.
That's going to come
Yeah.
off the top. Bink. 1. Can't be 10 now. No microphone. Also, I'm not crazy about that move. I'm going to drop him again.
Man,
Boom. Now we're
it's
at 8.
going- it's
Okay.
fucking free falling.
I like the Christmas pants. I like the watch.
Hair.
The hair is, you know what I mean? Like freshen it up a little bit.
It looks kind of messy and in not a important, not a
Yeah,
intentional
it's
way.
trying to be like, oh, like look, I don't care about my hair, or whatever.
Got
You
it.
cared about your teeth, you know. You didn't know, you used to have super jacked up teeth.
Yeah.
Now they're fixed, and then then everybody thinks
Then
he's
he have
hot.
like fucking. He have like plastic surgery and shit for his like cheeks and his lips and shit too.
No idea. That wouldn't surprise me at all, though.
I thought I heard that, but I don't know if that's true at all.
Okay, so
I don't follow a lot, but anyway. So yeah,
all right,
getting
now,
back to it.
before we get off Fashionisto, I do want to bring in the stage. The stage I think looks awesome.
Yeah,
Very
it's cool.
Christmas themed. There's tree. There's
Garland
the
and
fucking measles toe or whatever.
Measles toe.
There's a fucking mirror, like, and some lights and shit, and like a fireplace, some stockings. Very Christmas themed.
There's a fleshlight. You got to speak in the mic, dude.
There's a fleshlight.
Fleshlight.
And there's like a little throne, like a little Santa's throne on those right hand side. Now I really like the stage. I really like the curtains being green. I think the vibe is really good. I think his outfit does fit the vibe.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna have to give him an 8 all the way around.
An 8.
Yeah.
So he lost a point.
He lost 2 points.
A point for the shirt. A point for the tuck in.
Yeah.
And a point for the tuck in. A point for the belt.
Yes. Point for the tuck in. Point for the belt.
And that's it.
That's what he lost.
What about the mic?
He lost a point for a mic also. Yeah, he started out of an 11. He started out an 11.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
we're dropping him.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's an 8. I think the stool is white too. I like that.
Straight 8, 8.0.
Yeah. Now, what I don't like though is that it's filmed in fucking Tempe, dude. Don't pretend that you like Christmas and then film it where there's no Christmas. Like, come on, Santa ain't visiting Arizona.
I've celebrated Christmas in Tempe before.
Yeah, you're fucking wishing. You know what I mean? Like, Santa doesn't give a fuck about anybody in Arizona.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's a fact, dude. He's like, too hot, not going.
He's like, I'm not going. All
Yeah,
right.
he's wearing a coat and shit. You think Santa wants to go to Tempe, Arizona? No. Also, like, don't act like you're so, I love Christmas, and then you film it in Arizona. Bitch made. Don't do that.
Bitch made.
Yeah,
Wow.
I fucking hate that shit. If you're
Wow.
gonna be about Christmas, be about Christmas. Be in this. Have a hard time getting home. You shouldn't be able to just drive home fine willy nilly
Right.
after this. No, you should
Right.
have to struggle, get your car stuck, fucking have a shovel in the back. You know, deal with it.
I mean, you are clear. You have clear intentions. You're like Kevin McAllister. You don't go to Christmas in Florida. You don't go to Christmas in Arizona. You go where there's snow.
You don't pretend. You know, like they're painting their ground green to try to make it grass, and so then they're painting it white. It's just fucking whack.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I get you. I get you.
You don't get it. You just don't get Christmas.
I don't. I guess not.
You shouldn't get Christmas over there. It should be against the law to have Christmas in Arizona.
Okay. Well,
I hate that. Oh, I'm so.
I don't think you like it.
So
I'm gonna go on-
Christmas. Film this
All
in
right.
Tempe. Shut
So
up,
that's-
dude. What a fucking loser move. No offense, Matt. I liked it. I just didn't like
that's
that
Fashionisto?
part of it. Yeah, Fashionisto.
That's
He gets an 8.
Fashionisto.
He gets a
8.0.
well-deserved 8. He gets a well-deserved 8. But just how about take a risk? You know what I mean? Take a risk getting home.
He did
How
take a
about?
risk. Took a risk filming it in Arizona where there's no Christmassy shit.
Well, there's no risk. Yeah, where it's all fucking phony shit. That's why the stage looks so good.
All right.
Film it outside.
Got it. Let's talk about something else. Other than the film in Arizona, though. I get it. Your point's well taken. Point's well taken. Christmas, no Christmassy in Arizona. You've made your argument. I'm not going to disagree with you.
Hey, you can. It's okay.
No, I'm just not going. I mean, I don't need
That's
to.
just my
It's-
point.
I don't.
That's just what I
I don't feel as strongly about it as you do, and I'm not. I
That's
want
just
you to
what I think.
feel.
If we're really cutting it, if we're
heard
breaking
and
it down,
validated.
if we're breaking it down, that's what I
and
don't
we
like.
are. So that's good. I noticed something very weird to me, and I think it's because of the style, because it's a crowd work type special. It's a Christmassy special. It had a very sitcom vibe to me. Like the pacing reminded me a lot of a sitcom where it was like he would just kind of talk for a little bit, and then it almost, and I know it wasn't a laugh track, but it sounded almost like there was a laugh track. So it'd be like blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. It was just very like almost the same level of laugh. It was just like felt like it was based on pacing, and almost like they could have had the applause light in the front. It's like, this is where the joke is. It lost that a little bit as he goes into the crowd work part, but when he first starts out, he does just a little bit of material, and it really felt like I was watching like Who's the Boss or some shit for like 10 minutes. So I didn't love that, but it didn't last the whole special.
I will say that it does sound like the crowd is mic'd up well. You can hear the crowd pretty clear.
Well, I would hope so because they have to. They're actually getting audio from the crowd in a mic.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that that's not an easy thing to do in itself.
Yeah, I think they did pretty well on that.
He should be in Christmas shorts.
He's being Christmas shorts.
Yeah, or full pants. I think. Also, other thing I didn't like about it is a lot of the crowd work just gets kind of directed towards more dirty shit.
Yeah.
It's more like, oh, how can I turn this into a jerk off joke? How can I,
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily a huge fan of that because it's just kind of, it's like I said earlier, it seems like low hanging fruit.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with that. I think one thing he does with his crowd work that I find pretty interesting and good, a specific crowd work move is invariably in crowd work. You saw this with any crowd work special you've ever done. Gabe had one like this, and definitely I remember one in Nate Jackson's that was certain people when you ask them a question, they fucking ramble forever. And there's a couple of people in here who just keep talking. That's where crowd work gets really boring to me, where it's like, oh, fuck, now I have to listen to this person. And it's not even their fault. They're being put on the spot. They're trying to tell a story, but they can't tell it in less than 15 minutes because they don't know how to get to the fucking meat of the story. So if somebody starts talking here, something he does really well is he's going to let you do the rambling part, but he's going to interrupt you every line and a half to make sure there's something that he picks out of what you said to make it fun for a second, and then he lets you get back into the story. Because he knows, he might throw you off track a little bit. The worst thing that happens is you wrap up the fucking story quicker. Or, alternatively, you still tell a long-ass story, but at least there's breaks in between. Just like any sort of storytelling where you don't want to just have the story without any punchlines, right? He's adding punchlines to these stories just randomly, kind of like she says, we came together as a family. Oh, okay, I'm going to make a cum joke. Like, yeah, okay, it's easy. But you gotta put something in there because you don't know
stories.
Exactly. You don't know how long it's going to take for them to get to the point. He was really good at that. That was something I noticed.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. And that is the risk you are running.
100%.
Especially in a special form like that.
Yes.
Because you're right, dude. The crowd work the crowd doesn't know what they're going to say. Man, they're on the spot and they're like, oh, I got to make this kind of witty or something.
You're relying on them to provide some of the material of your fucking show. So you better be able to edit it as it's going through. Because if they're bad at it, I mean, you can have a shitty show just because the audience is shitty.
That's a great point.
And that sucks. I mean, honestly, that's the part of crowd work. It's like, who's doing the work? Well, you're controlling the action. So you are doing the work. So the more I've seen people who are good, you know what I think it is? I'm running around in circles. But I've talked shit about crowd work all the time. And I've come to realize it's not crowd work that I don't like. It's shitty crowd work that I don't like. And the fact that shitty crowd work is prevalent. If someone's good at a craft, even if it's not my jam, which crowd work isn't, but it's not my favorite thing. But if I can appreciate somebody doing it well, the specials we've done so far with crowd work, those are people doing it well. We've had Matt Rife, Nate Jackson, and Gabe Rutledge. All three of them are the only three we've done that are specific to crowd work, right?
Right.
I don't have a problem with them doing crowd work. They do well at crowd. I like crowd work when it's done properly. I like it okay when it's done properly. It's not my favorite. What I don't like is there's so many people who do crowd work shitty. So it's not even that it's so prevalent and it's so few and far between that people are actually decent at it.
Right.
If it were more people, because people do think it's easy. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
People think it's easy. It's not easy. It's not.
No.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's as hard as stand up, frankly. But I think there are parts of it that are probably just as hard.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just because I like stand up more. Whatever. But at the same time, it's a skill that people just roll out of bed and think they can do, and that's not fair either, dude. If you think you're gonna roll out of bed, go on stage, and try to do a stand up comedy special like Matt Rife, you're going to do a crowd work special like, I could do that. I could be like 75% as good as he is. Like, no, you're not. You're going to eat dick.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that's going into this that you're not paying attention to.
Right. And that's what he's gearing for too. Like the whole thing is geared for him to be able to do what he's doing.
Right.
When I think crowd work is master class is when somebody's trying to do their jokes, they get heckled or something, and then they have to deal with a situation in the moment. And you could tell that that's kind of like thrown off their act as to what they're doing. And now they have to address this. So that's the best authentic crowd work when that's done well. Cause it's like, dude, he wasn't even trying for this, but now he has to handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
for
then
sure.
That crowd work is when that's done well, it's like, oh,
right.
shit,
And that's
this is expert.
Yeah. And that's like dealing with crowd. Like that's crowd work that's thrown at you too. Like it's not this. You're planning on crowd work.
Right.
It's unplanned crowd work.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Which is almost oddly very weird, but I would almost call that not crowd work. I mean, it is, but it's almost like because crowd work is so often on purpose,
its own genre.
Like now it's so much on purpose that has that taken over what crowd work, what I would say used to mean, which is exactly what you're talking about. Like somebody starts talking and then you're like, oh shit, now I have to deal with whatever this is, and now it's crowd work. Interesting. But yeah, I 100% agree with you. I think that's the getting it back, getting the ship righted and back on track, and then back into your material. Going from doing material to being interrupted by crowd work to having to do a couple things crowd work, getting the audience on your side during that whole thing, and then having them get back to the point that you were making before or transition.
And that's
incredible, man.
And that's what I was saying is for like an expert level comic to be able to have the
100%.
chops, to be able to go in and out of material and do crowd work at the same time.
There's a lot of different skills involved in all those things.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But ultimately, dude, I like this special. I think it was good for what it was.
I liked it. I mean, yeah, I like as a crowd work special. Really enjoyed it. Again, I wonder. Do you think? How should I? The persona of Matt Rife, the way he presents himself, is very much. It's very like nice.
It's polar opposite of comedy in a sense. In a sense, it's the polar opposite, right? Like comedy has always kind of been like for ugly people, or like not, ugly, but like the people that have like really done well in it. Like back in the day, you know, like the what's his name, Ralphie May, you know, like guys that were kind of like they'd stand off, but you wouldn't look at them and be like, oh, that's an attractive.
Oh, you're talking about
guy.
attraction again? Okay, yeah,
yeah.
It's not
well
it's misfits
because it is
what it is.
Yeah, it's misfits, and I think that makes his job even harder in a sense, right? Is like kind of being a good looking dude, and also to be able to like make these jokes and get away with them at the same time. It's tough when you're kind of on like the.
See, I feel like we've had this conversation before, and I think I disagree. I disagree with you on this before. I think we talked about this with God, who was it? Anthony Jeselnik, I believe we talked about this with.
Okay.
Or like Daniel Tosh, or like some of these people, but like I don't think it's harder to do. I don't think as an attractive person, I think it's actually easier to get away with the things he does, not harder. It doesn't make it. I don't think it makes it harder. I think he's able to do these where Ralphie May probably couldn't do this. Like, because Ralphie May would come off like an asshole doing the same jokes he's doing because no one's giving him the benefit of the doubt because they want to fuck him. Like Nikki Glaser wouldn't get away with the jokes that she tells if she was Tammy.
Interesting.
That's the way I feel about it. But I get what you're saying too. Maybe
I guess it maybe is more on what your jokes are, right? I mean, he's not necessarily shitting on anybody.
Right.
And I think that's probably a big part of it. Because as soon as he starts shitting on...
Well, he is, but then he backtracks right away. We talked about that. But yeah.
Yeah, but that's more social constructs and not so much like what somebody... It's not really punching down. Right? I think him punching down...
I get what you're saying.
It'd be harder for him to get away with punching down.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think, yeah. His entire persona to me feels built around him portraying himself as this really super nice guy. And I think that's important to do in the crowd work thing. So that people will believe that there's no like bad intention behind it. What's interesting to me is he does do a couple of like super patronizing things where he's talking about donating toys to the Children's Hospital and, oh, I love this thing so much. And, oh, I want to be selfless. And like, I
don't need that.
Fully believe. I think he does need it, like for what happens. Like, I think it's important that he puts out that image. I also don't believe it at all. Like, I just don't buy it. And I have no idea if that's fair or not. Like, it absolutely could be 100% just me not ever believing people when they tell me they're good people. When you tell me you're a good person, I immediately am like, I don't know if I buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, it's like filming yourself giving money to the homeless.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Those
like that.
like, oh, I've seen him. I'm not on TikTok. They're probably on TikTok. I haven't seen him on TikTok. I've seen him on Instagram Reels or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like, oh, I got 500, like giving people toys and shit. Yeah. As you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, but that
like
idea
announcing
is
it.
like, why are you filming it? Just do it. If you want to be that guy, then be that guy and be that guy behind the scenes. Like, there's no reason for you to be like, oh yeah, I like to come through all these towns and I like to give. You're giving kids toys in Arizona. They shouldn't even have Christmas, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
But like,
never forget
that idea of like, you have to like, well, you guys need to know. Nobody needs to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do that shit. Do that shit. I'm not saying don't do. I'm saying do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you need to highlight yourself like you're some type of fucking superhero.
But I think he might need to in order to get away with what he's doing.
I don't think he needed to.
Okay.
Because
I
felt
think
like
that's the idea
I felt like
behind
the
it.
audience was with him the whole time.
Yeah.
Even though like, he was backtracking on jokes or whatever. I don't think you needed this part.
I really didn't like that part. I thought that was completely unnecessary. I'm with you on that. I mean, he does it and he's like, oh, it's almost like, oh, I'm just transitioning into the gift giving part. It's like, you didn't have to say any of that shit.
You didn't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to give, all that was for the naughty, transitioning to the naughty and nice part. 'Cause he was saying the nice part was he bought hundreds of gifts for the local, shelter or whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
And then there's
Children's
a
hospital
couple.
or whatever.
So he's very calculated in making sure several times in the span of doing the crowd work that he'll say something just kind of overly saccharine, sugary that he doesn't have to. That is a really nice thing to say, but to me it feels fake as shit. It feels very reality TV star fake. Like, so the woman who says she has I have 5-ish kids. Ish. How do you have what's well, one of them died. And then he goes on this little thing like, oh, I'm just glad that you brought that kind of energy to a comedy show and blah 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 blah. Like,
but
that
before
kind of
he
shit.
said that, he goes, "Fuck you."
Oh yeah, he did. No,
He does
but
kinda
that's
shit
the
on
point,
her a
right?
little
That's
bit,
again
yeah.
him backtracking from the initial point he's making. I think it's very intentional to make sure he has to have like this really nice persona if he's going to talk, or else the crowd could turn on him pretty quickly on some of the stuff he says.
Right.
But personally, I do not like it. And I feel like a shithead because I don't think it's genuine when I have no evidence of that. You know what I mean? It's just the feeling that I get.
I'm sure him doing that is genuine. I just don't think that he has to announce it. We don't need to know that. You give gifts to
Is
children.
it genuine in that it happened, or is it genuine that he likes to do it because he feels selfless, essentially, right?
I think regardless,
sure he
if
does it.
you're giving kids toys, I really don't care what your intentions are. Like, it could be good intentions. And it probably is good intentions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think you need to spotlight that to be like, look at what I do. That's when that's when it to me feels
It's annoying.
fake.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah.
It's just you calling it. If you didn't don't call it out. I just don't get that. You know what I mean? But
Some
at the same
people like
time,
to get credit for shit that they do.
I
I
mean,
I don't know. Yeah.
he's doing more for kids than I'm doing. Maybe
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
Maybe if I was doing more for kids,
Sure.
I'd be like, yeah. Well, I just fucking filled a whole playground full of children's toys or whatever. Like, look at me.
Right.
You know, these kids
Right.
get to play because of me.
Because of me. They could never play. They get to play. They get Christmas now because Santa wasn't coming. And we're in Arizona and he wasn't allowed to come. But then I bought Christmas for
I'm Santa.
that motherfucker didn't come down here. Like you said.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my personal thought.
Like, I don't even
like it.
so I've had similar situations like that. So, like, for example, if you're like, oh, all the proceeds from my show go to this or whatever, I don't even really like doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll do it occasionally, or I've done it occasionally to try to get more people in the door, that kind of thing. But if it does, it still feels kind of icky. Or posting something afterward and being like, oh, because or all the money that went to that's $600 that we got to donate to whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, look at. I'm trying to not make it a look at me thing, but it feels like a look at me thing, even while I'm doing it.
Because it is. It's
Right. It's
a weird. it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a weird
Charity,
thing to
just
be
in
in.
general. The idea of charities. Yeah.
Yeah, especially then, it doesn't go to them and it goes to Nancy Pelosi or whatever, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Oh, God.
But
We
what,
couldn't get through one segment without just some crazy shit. Got it. Anyway, go ahead.
we've gotten through a lot of segments, dude. I've been keeping it together. But yeah, dude, I just don't think. I don't know.
I don't love it.
I understand it, but I don't. The line to walk with that is almost impossible.
Yeah.
Without coming off kind of like you're fucking a douche.
Kind of douchey.
Yeah.
In this case, really no reason to bring it up other than to curry favor with the audience, which again, maybe the whole reason for that is because he's going to say some shit that might have them turn against him. So it's probably strategic.
It's probably more calculated than. Yeah.
I still don't like it, but
Yeah, I agree with you.
whatever.
I'm on your team
I'm
on
gonna
that.
go burn all those fucking toys.
And
so-
then not tell the crowd
And
about
then
it.
not tell him.
Nice, dude. Oh yeah.
Matt Rife. Good hang. Good hang?
Yeah, I think it'd be a fun hang.
I don't think he'd
You don't
be
think
fun to
so?
hang out with. No. I think, yeah. I would love to hang out with him because I want to see what his real personality is because it's not this. I do not believe that this is his real personality. I think this is his show. I'm not even saying he's a bad dude. I just feel like this is so over the top. Like, it feels very airbrushed, like an airbrush. Like, he's only letting you see exactly what he wants you to see. I would like to hang out.
This
with him
is him
to
at his
see-
best. You're
yeah.
right. This is him at his best.
I
for
want to
sure.
see him.
Off the rails a
I
little
want
bit.
to.
When he doesn't get his order right at Starbucks.
I want to see him just hanging out with like 4 people.
This is not a white chocolate mocha.
Like, how does he? Yeah, how does he treat? How does he treat women?
He beats him.
Is that true?
No, I'm just
Jesus
sorry,
Christ,
man. He said-
slander. No, but he's very. I'd love to see that. So I don't know if he'd be good hanging out, honestly, but.
Oh yeah, I think he'd be.
But
A
you
fun
think
hang.
he'd be a fun hang?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely. And I think you would get like a less polished version of him, which I think is probably more fun.
Yeah,
Right?
maybe, yeah.
Because I think the critiques we're giving him is like, oh man, like he
Fake.
was backpedaling this
Fake,
and he
fake.
said
Yeah.
this. I think behind the scenes, it's probably a lot more like, you know.
If there's nothing to be gained, dude, have you heard of? There are some people though, like they are so into their character on stage that they take it off stage, and that's how they are around anybody all the time. Even just in public around like 5 people, they'll be that same character. When you find out, like in their personal life, they're not like that at all. But like only people know that are like their wife and kids, and even they don't really know. Like they're like, no, dad's just kind of fucked up, is what's going on. You know what I mean? Like it's become so much a part of their life that the role is all the time. They're essentially method acting their entire life for this character they made up.
In a way, I kind of like it. In a way, I
mean,
kind of
I
like
respect I respect the ability to do that. You know what I mean?
because who's going to tell you who you are and who you aren't? You know, and if your person, like,
I get it, man,
the
You're not wrong.
the image you've created on stage, if that's what the image that you want off stage,
And if you fucking created it and you can always stick to it, I guess it's you.
yeah, then why not? Who's to take that away from you?
Oh,
But that being said, I bet he is I bet he is different backstage, and I bet he's fun. I bet he's a fun time.
would it work at open mic?
Yeah,
Maybe. I mean, his style would work. I don't think this exact thing would, but his crowd work clearly would.
yeah,
work.
yeah.
They would hate it at certain clubs. They'd be like, "Don't do crowd work." But all he's doing is crowd work the whole time. We're like, "What the fuck is this guy doing? This new Matt kid, he's never gonna get a hosting gig."
He has 2 million followers. Oh, he can headline here.
But do you have a
were
better
wrong.
name for the special?
No, I like the name of the special.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. It's exactly what it is. I like that he says it's a crowd work special. I like when people announce that, if that's what it is. So into it. Top 5? Would it
Yeah.
make your top 5?
Probably.
So far this year, I have it as 4th.
Yeah.
So I have it as 4. So it's in my top 5. What would you emulate about Matt Rife?
Ugh, God, dude, I wish I could do crowd work. It's,
Yeah.
it's probably one thing I wish I could do better. It's crowd work for sure.
Specifically, I agree with you. The specific part of the crowd work that I would love to emulate for him. It's not, I wish, in fact, I don't want to do a lot of the stereotypical shit that he does, but his ability to stay in the room while he's doing crowd work and kind of take everything in and address things that are going on, not just with the person who he's talking to, but what's going on around them, relating it back to some other things like that. I just think he's really good at staying in the moment and like keeping and pacing. He keeps good comedic pacing with his crowd work, like you need to do on your regular jokes, right?
Yeah.
So he won't say, if he thinks of something, he's not going to just say it right away because he just thought of it, right? He kind of waits until the right moment to make the comment, and then it gives him more time to make the next comment. And like, it's an interesting way of doing it. He's just really good at pacing on crowd work, which I never really noticed before anybody else.
I think crowd work wise too. I think the other thing I'd emulate is having more thought out questions for the audience. Bringing something to the table for them that's interesting that they could answer. So it's not going to come off as canned
So
I'm
not sure. And I'm not sure how you do that. He's already got a built-in, like with the crowd work special itself, because like you said, there's 3 different parts. With those, it makes the questions easier to go whatever direction you need to go with.
Right.
But like you're saying, some what are the other questions he asks in some of the other specials he's done, right? He comes up with more
like a premise for the special.
Yeah.
Or like a premise for his hour, essentially, is what it would be.
Right.
And then what questions do I
what question can I ask someone?
Yeah.
That's related to that, but not so and not so generic.
Yes.
And you know what's interesting about it? Thinking with that, some people, when they do crowd work, that's what they're doing. They are going into it for a specific reason, but they still started out with the fucking generic, like you guys together, you guys work, whatever. When they could just get, it's almost like when somebody doesn't say the premise right away or doesn't, it's like word economy with your crowd work, right? Like ask the question you want to get to.
Yeah.
Don't ask, are you together, blah, blah, blah. How many, what was the last time you did whatever? Or whatever the actual question you want to know. What's the best gift that you've given somebody? You don't have to ask 4 lead-up questions before you ask somebody.
Yeah, just get to the question.
Yeah.
Cut the meat.
That's great.
Get to the question. That's what I
did.
That's what I did.
That's it's a good idea. How about very quickly, we'll just do the pun part of ChatGPT reviews.
Okay.
ChatGPT. We give them a scathing review from ChatGPT. We decided we're just doing puns now. Just doing what's the dumb, mean thing they said with the pun related to the title. Here it is. This is called Unwrapped by Matt Rife. Unwrapped promises charisma and edge, but delivers little more than noise, bravado, and the unmistakable sense that this gift should have stayed wrapped. It's a pretty bad one.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Just use wrapped and unwrapped. Weak. So chat gets a D- on that one. D- for chat. I should probably just cut that whole thing out. Fuck that shit. All right. Last segment. Why I'm better than. Okay, boys. You know the deal. Colton and I, in my mom's basement, like to tell very successful comedians like the unbelievably successful Matt Rife why we are better than him.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. So, you want to go? You want me to go?
I'll go.
This is why Colton Drake's better than Matt Rife.
All right, Matt. I would never tuck in my shirt. Stupid move. Dumb move. Looks ugly. I hate it. Look at my body. So dumb and gross. I wouldn't do that. Also, let me do a whole nother crowd work special. How about you put out a special of jokes? How about that, buddy? All right, that's what I'd do. I'd put out a special of jokes, maybe a few of them, of me telling good, polished jokes, and then do some crowd work stuff. I understand your whole fan base knows you from doing crowd work. You're bringing up guys to do magic tricks, whatever. What are we doing? Do comedy. That's how I'm bearing you.
All right, that's why Colton Drake is better than Matt Rife. I like how you referenced bringing a magic guy up. We have not said anything about that this entire time. And they were just like, I'll just put it up in the fucking last part. Who cares? It's up.
Yeah.
Why I'm better than Matt Rife. The most impressive part of your special was the magic tricks this guy's just doing right now. Why are you wearing a Britney Spears mic, dude? You are not a pop star. Use a mic like a normal human being. Not that weird earwig mic It comes out. It looks like you're trying to bite a caterpillar. I don't know what's going on there. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. The most important part of this is your plastic surgery is slipping, my boy. Your cheeks aren't the same level anymore, so get that taken care of. You bought a bunch of toys for kids. Oh, good for you. You should mention that 4 times for no reason whatsoever. And also, hey, guess what? You're a racist. All right. You're trash. You're special trash. And that's it. All right. That closed the book on Matt Rife.
I liked Bite a
Unwrapped.
Caterpillar. Bite a Caterpillar.
Bite a caterpillar. I don't know what that is.
What are you trying to do? Bite a caterpillar?
Not sure. Matt Rife, thank you for your special. Have a wonderful Christmas in the Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah, and good job,
I can't
man.
believe that didn't make it into your Why I'm Better, dude.
I forgot.
Damn, dude. We have to re-record. So, yeah, pretty good, interesting special. Good luck to you in the future. Check it out if you haven't seen it already, Matt Rife. It's a good one to watch. The holidays with a kid, talking about pocket pussies and dead kids and
Yeah.
boudoirs.
Watch it with your family.
Yeah, it's a terrible. It is that's kind of weird. It's like holiday-y, but it's like you'd never watch it with anybody
That's a good
you're
point.
related to. That is the end of that. Check it out. Now, let's go. What do we got next? I'll tell you what. Who are you following, buddy?
Ooh, okay. So who I am following is... Why are you laughing?
Because I'm not sure you know or not. I'm curious.
Oh, no, I remember.
Did you remember all the way, or did you just remember right now?
I am...
I am remembering.
I know, I almost did that. I am following Sahara
Oh
Wong.
my god, dude, that's so not close.
Sarah Wonky.
Closer?
Wonky's closer?
No.
Sarah Wanong.
Oh god.
Wongni.
You haven't got either name right, but the closest one is the first.
Okay, what is it?
It's Sierra
Sierra.
Catau.
Catau. Oh, man.
Sierra
You're gonna have to
Catau. Sierra Wonka. Heir to the chocolate factory fortune. Sierra Catau.
Sierra
Sierra.
Catau. She's very funny.
Sierra.
I'm sorry for fucking up your name.
Not Sarah. Sierra. Come on.
Sierra, very good. Check her out. Follow her.
Sierra Katow. That's her Instagram handle. Sierra Catau or Sarah Wonka. Either one will work. All right. And I'm going to ask you to follow Mike Glazer. Just saw him feature this weekend out at the Draft Zone. Very funny dude. Interesting cat. Glazer Boo Hoo Hoo is his Instagram, which is interesting. GLAZERBOOHOOHOO. Check him out wherever he's down in LA. So check him out down there, wherever he's at.
Yeah.
Tours around with Tim Gaither. So enjoy those. Check them out.
Don't forget to check out Sahara. Sahara
It's getting
Catau.
weirder.
God damn.
It's getting weirder. Sahara Warsaw.
Catau. Catau?
Yeah, you got that one. Good job,
Sahara,
dude.
Sarah Catau.
Sierra.
Sierra
Sierra.
God damn it.
Damn it, dude.
My favorite comic that I've been following this week is Sarah Catau.
Sierra.
Fuck. My
Dude,
favorite comic.
We're not cutting any of this.
My
by the way.
favorite comic that I'm following this week is Sierra Catau.
Yeah. Woo.
She's very good.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry if I messed your name up a few times, Sierra. It's been a long day
So
for me.
proud of you,
all right?
dude.
It's been a long day. But Sierra Catau.
Hey, you did it again, dude. Good
Check
job.
her out. Sierra Catau. Excellent.
All right, that's enough. We got Mike Glazer, Sierra Catau. Check them out. Check out Colton Drake at Colton Drake Comedy on Instagram or on TikTok. Check out Berg Comedy for me on Instagram. And check out Stand Up Snobs on Instagram. Yeah. Our email address, if you have any feedback for any reason whatsoever, is standupsnobs@gmail.com. Right?
Right. Correct.
Upcoming
Yes.
gigs for you, buddy?
When this comes out, no, I'm not going to plug any.
All right, I have shit. I don't know when this comes out. This one's going to come out. It doesn't matter. I'm ringing in the new year with Sarah Colonna. How about that? I know that one's after this, so that would be December 31st, ringing in the new year at the Spokane Comedy Club with Sarah Colonna. That is Sierra. Actually, you were closer to her name than you were your comic's name. Sarah Colonna. Check her out.
Sorry,
at
Sierra.
Spokane. It's fine. She don't care. She's fine. She likes you. You guys are friends now. Sarah Colonna.
And guys, don't forget to follow Jay Berg. All right, follow Jay. Give him love. You know, give him
God.
hugs.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, send him XOs.
X's and O's.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing next week, you guys. Next week is the unbelievable, the incredible. Actually, I have no idea. I've never heard of this guy before. Charlie Berens. I'm sure he's good. I just have never heard of him before. It's one of those things where you can be doing what we're doing, and he's still like randomly running into people who are like, I know I probably should know who the fuck that is, but I don't.
Yeah.
Charlie Berens, new special on YouTube. It is called Neighborly. It's called Neighborly. He's going to take us out. Before we get into that, just want to say, hey, happy holidays. Take care of yourself and each other, and take care of yourself and each other. That's the old Jerry Springer line. I don't want to say that. I'm cutting that.
Go ahead and drink some whiskey for the holidays.
Drink some of that holiday whiskey.
Drink some butter whiskey.
Drink
Have
some
a good time.
Hot buttered whiskey.
Hot buttered whiskey.
Actually, like cold margarine whiskey.
Just chunks of butter in it.
Just absolutely.
It's a whole stick of butter hanging out.
There's a
glass.
ton of butter and a ton of sugar in hot buttered rum. But no, yeah, thank you so much for listening. Please take care of yourself this holiday and stay funny, my friends.
Bye-bye.
Midwest Chic, it's a hereditary disease. My mom had 12 kids and no epidural. That is either the most badass thing you can do as a human being or the cheapest. I'm not sure which. Sorry I brought beer into church. Not really a wine guy. Thought it was BYOB for the JC. But that's not child labor, lady. Child labor is what made the golf bag. That's where Nike got its slogan from. Just do it. So, and me and my siblings were looking at each other like, I think we better enjoy every moment we have left with Grandpa. And Grandma, what advice do you have for all these people out there gambling?
Just keep on gambling.
In a few years, there's going to be more robots than people, and they're going to take all of our jobs, and we're going to have to survive off of universal basic income. Do you mind if I pace? It helps me spiral. So listen. Is it weird we're making eye contact right now?